Tonight we're going to be talking about making an impact with your business, especially if you have a network marketing business and the benefits of being able to use your business to help make that impact to other people. So if you're joining me on the call, please say hi, and I will be sure to say hi back if I don't say hi back at this very moment. Certainly it'll be at the end of the call or after the call for sure. If you want to share with me how you make an impact on other people, especially if you have a business, please share your comments below. It would be greatly appreciated as well. And I really believe that tonight is a great call because it's going to touch on several different things like the importance of business and how your business can be used to further your advancement of those around you. It would also touch on why a little bit, not much, but a little bit of why today's education system just doesn't produce the kind of people that can really make an impact in the world. And I will just share a little bit of my belief on that as well. And you're talking to a guy, by the way, who is only 2 classes away from having his master's degree. So, these are things that I have been learning in the past and really have come to an understanding of what really begins to help others to be successful. And so I think the best spot to start with is, knowing your gift. If you know what your gift is, then that's really what you should be focused on. If you're really good at something, then that really should be a focal point that you have, because God gave you a gift to be able to refine that gift and to make it stronger, right? And if we are not refining the gift that God has given us and not really putting it to work and not getting the right kind of education to help us to be stronger with that gift, then we are going through a system where we are set up for failure. Because when we are set up for failure, then that is when we begin to see things in a very negative light. We are hitting the really hard roads of life. We are not being happy. We're waking up in the morning and we're hating going to work, or we're hating doing our business, or we're hating the direction of life that we are in. And it's because we are not focused on the kind of gift that God has really blessed us with. What are we good at? What is our desire, our passion to make things really tick? So when you begin to focus on those things, and you really begin to refine those gifts and really utilize your gifts to help improve mankind and also the kingdom, then you begin to see things in a much different light. You begin to be happier. You begin to get stronger in the area that you are good at, and then success also begins to follow, and the kind of impact that you're able to have to others begins to multiply and become stronger and stronger each time. So these are certainly things that I have really learned as being a business owner, but also going through the education system. Let me share with you just a little bit of a college education. I have a bachelor's degree in nursing. I graduated with an associate's degree in nursing from Blue Ridge. I graduated with a bachelor's degree in nursing at JMU. I am 2 classes away from a master's degree in nursing informatics out of Walden University. So I'm trying to refine something that I think at that time I was really good at, or I really was passionate about. And I'm very passionate about helping other people. So nursing really has helped me to figure that out. But I also know that nursing, in the end goal, and the total end, is not really something that God wants me to be a part of, because He has greater plans for me. So I need to focus on, for me personally, I need to focus on the gifts that He has given me in order to be able to pursue what the kind of dreams and desires and to get the things that he wants me to do more and more and more. Nursing, as when it comes to being a psychiatric nurse, was a stepping stone, a much needed education that I needed in order to fulfill the destiny that God has given me. So when I recognize that kind of destiny in my life, then I realize and I understand that nursing is just a part of my journey in that. So when I think about the education, I was focusing on refining the goals and the gifts that God has really blessed me with. But I know that ultimate gift, is really not to be fully in nursing at all, because that's not where God wants me to be. So it's really knowing who you are and where you are going in life that can really help you to achieve the kind of impact that you're wanting to achieve for other people. Whatever that gift is, whatever that impact that you're wanting, it could be in whatever area, but as long as you are focused on that. Hi Sharon, how are you? Thank you for joining the call. So education in itself, if it's not centered around your gift, is pretty much going to be a piece of paper that you got, a very expensive piece of paper. Because why? It's not centered on what you are meant to be, what you are meant to do. If you're waking up in the morning, you're hating your job, that's not where God wants you to be, right? So it's only a piece of paper because it cannot, under any circumstance, make you successful. No piece of paper, no degree can ever make you successful. Why? Because it's just a degree. It's meaningless in the grand scheme of things. What really makes you successful in life is your zeal and your desire and the grit that you have within yourself. The education, the piece of paper that you have, yeah, it's nice. I mean, don't get me wrong, it's nice, but it's not going to get you to where you want to go at the end in your life at all. So, think about this. Why is it that you can have a doctorate degree or a master's degree in something, and yet you are still broke? You're still broke. Yeah, well, I have a master's degree. It's so what? Where are you at in your life? So what kind of impact are you making in other people's life? What are you doing that is making you happy as well? Are you in the job, in the business that you're in? Are you happy with where you're at, and are you fulfilling what you believe to be your destiny? That's a question that you really need to ask. The education system that we have here in the U.S. and really around the world is geared to make you want to work for other people, right? So it's geared to make you fail. Not that working for other people makes you a failure, because that's not true. But it's geared to make you not really have the kind of impact that you are meant to have, that God is wanting you to have on other people. See, the education system that we have is geared toward telling you what to do, how to do it, why you need to do it, and you do it at the express. You do it at what someone else is wanting you to do. You're at the helm of your boss, of the owner of that company. So that's what the education system is. It's geared to make you not be not have the kind of impact that you're looking to have. And it's also geared that you're not going to make the kind of money that you could really make in life, because it's a set standard. Yeah, you make wages, and that's great. It's going to get you by, but it's not going to get you to where you really want to go in life, because you are being stuck in a system that is telling you that you are only good enough to work for somebody else. You're not good enough to make an impact for on other people. You can only make a very small impact on the people that is completely around you, that is your family, but you cannot make an impact on the world. You cannot make an impact on your community, because you're chained to that particular area in life. Do you need a job to start off? Yeah, probably, because you really need to make money, right? You need to provide it, but you need to be able to find a way to get beyond where you are at now, so that you can achieve what you are meant to achieve in life. So this is where business comes in, because once you realize your purpose in life, if it's a mission or whether it's business, whatever it is, once you define what your mission is in life, then you need to learn how to be consistent with it, right? You need to learn how to take that and say, this is what I am going to be, this is what I'm going to do, and this is how I'm going to do it. And why network marketing is such a good way of making an impact on other people is because of how many people it can reach, how many people it can touch. You see, people look at network marketing, they think it's a bad thing. Well, most people who get involved in network marketing are not going to be builders anyway. They're going to be product users. So when people say, oh, if this doesn't work or that doesn't work, they are only looking at the surface, but they never look at the people that are actually making a good living off of it. Because network marketing is really the easiest way, the best way, and really the quickest way for any average Joe out there to make a decent living and really become wealthy. If they want to become wealthy, if they want to make a great impact on life. Some people are okay just making an extra $500. Some are just okay of just using the product. Others are okay just making a few thousand. But others really want to go out and make things happen for themselves and for the family and for their community. Think about this. Think about this. Okay, you're making a certain amount of money in your job. You make a certain kind of amount of money. You can only make an impact on a small amount of people, right? You might be able to donate $25, $50, $100 to a cause that you really believe in. You might get a day or two off to be with your children. And then that 1 to 2 days that you have is just it's just enough time to be with them. But yet, imagine you can have so much more time because you can have a greater impact. The more money you begin to make, the less time that you are at work, the more that you're able to leverage your time, is when you can begin to have a greater impact on your family. And then once your family begins to have that impact, and you're having the money to be able to help make that positive impact, then it starts to feed into the community. Then it begins to feed into the nation, into the international. See, if you're making a lot of money because you're doing a network marketing or a business, whatever, then that gives you the opportunity to affect more and more people each time, and you're able to support more causes that you really believe in, and really have that change. You can donate more. You can volunteer more. You could do more. You see, and this is the benefits of having your own business or your own network marketing business. Because think about this in network marketing. If you are putting in 5 hours a week into your network marketing company, right? Your business. And let's say you have 5 or 6 other people. Let's say you have 5 other people. They're also putting in this is hypothetical. They're also putting in 5 hours a week, right? So now you're getting paid off of 30 hours of work, but yet you're only working 5 hours of it. So you're getting paid on the extra 25 hours that you didn't even put in. Sounds like a good deal, right? For me, it is, because that's how you build residual income. Yeah, certainly you can. You can't do that when you're working in your job. You cannot do that if you have a sole proprietorship business where you are in your business, and yet if you do not work, if you don't go out to visit your clients, then you don't make money, because you're not out there making it work. So even those who have businesses, yet if they don't have the power of duplication to be able to really multiply their income and to multiply their time, even the sole proprietor will not be able to sustain themselves if they were to get sick, or if they were to get or something else were to happen, or business were to go under. They would not be able to have the kind of impact that they are really wanting to have, because they are focused on just trying to make ends meet, just like anybody else and almost everybody else. They're trying to make ends meet, and that's it. What kind of impact can you make on somebody or other people when your focus is just trying to make ends meet? When you're trying all that you can to get ahead, but yet, because of whatever is going on, you're not able to get ahead. See, we all say that we want to make an impact in life, right? But yet, what happens is we will say, okay, I will make it, I will donate more, I will do this when I get more time. When I get more money, I will donate this. No. See, that's all wrong. And I've been guilty of this also. God blesses the giver. So if you start giving now, if you start donating your time now, you start donating your money now, you start doing things now, God will return that to you. So you have to have that kind of mindset that I start giving now, and then later on in life, later on down the road, God will continue to give me more in order to give more. So when we are looking at ourselves and we are thinking of how we can only do certain things, then we cannot make the kind of impact that we are wanting in life, because we are just focused on ourselves, on our immediate family, because that's what's important to us at that very moment. We feel that we're trying everything that we can to get ahead, but yet it's not happening, because we have been held down by life. We have been held down by our job. We have been held down by our mind, and our mind is telling us that we are no good, that we can't do it, that we can't do this, that we can't do that. But God has given you everything to be successful. He has made you a successful person. He has given you a gift. He has given you He has given you things that will empower you to become stronger and better in life. But because of our own limitations that we set on ourselves, we are not able to get ahead. We're not able to make the kind of impact that we are wanting to make. So know that the more you're able to duplicate your time, and the more that you're able to duplicate the money that you make, is the time that you are able to make the greater impact on other people in your life, your children, your community, and elsewhere. And if you want to begin to make an impact, you cannot wait until you become successful You cannot wait until you become wealthy, or or you have more time, because those things will never happen, because in our mind we're always making an excuse of why we cannot do something in life. But yet, we could do the things that if we really wanted to, right? For example, we tell somebody, if you're presenting a business to the person, right? And we tell the person, well, I just don't have time for this. Is it really because you don't have time, or is it just because it's not a priority for you? And reality is, it's not really a priority, because time will always be there. You have 24 hours in a day, and you're sleeping maybe 6 to 8 hours. You're probably at work for, if you're a nurse, you're probably at work for 12 hours. Then you have time for family, and then you have a little bit of time extra that you could do in between your off time to do your business. So it's really, is it because that you don't have the time or the money, or is it really because it's not really a priority? Because when people say I don't have time or I don't have money, it's because it's not a priority for them. When people say I cannot volunteer, I cannot do this, it's not a priority for them. That's reality. That's what it is. So are they really, and they, in their mind, they're like, oh yeah, I want to make a great impact on these people. I want to, when I get money, I want to donate all this money to them. No, you won't. Because if it wasn't a priority then, it's not going to be a priority later in life. So if it's really going to be a priority, then you need to start making things happen. It's like with me and my the mission that God has given me, to be a tent maker, to be the man of integrity, to help people destined, through the destined for honor. If I didn't start sharing it with all of you, if I did not start making ways to share it with some pastors, I would never do it, because I would just continue to make my own excuses of why I can't do it, of why I need to wait before something happens. So it's really a mindset that you have to have in order to be a success in life and to have the greatest impact in life. Trust me, you will impact more lives through your network marketing business than you ever will working in your job, trying to make ends meet, or working as a sole proprietor and trying to make ends meet. You will make a bigger impact on people, because in network marketing, you are forced to learn how to do things differently. You are forced to improve yourself as an individual. You are forced to begin to see things in a different way of life. You are forced to begin to see the possibilities that you have in life, which is completely different that you have now. When you're looking at yourself now, and then you are looking at yourself in such a way that that is negative. You say, I can't do that. I can't do this. How am I going to do it? Well, network marketing, guess what? It's going to force you. It forces you to change. Why do people fail? Because they give up too quickly. Why do people fail? Because they don't believe in what they are doing. Why do people fail? It's because they are so consumed on the negative of themselves, of seeing themselves in a very low way, in a very low light, that they cannot get past themselves in order to be successful in life. And they can't get the consistency that they need, because when they see themselves, they can't see themselves ahead. They cannot see themselves as somebody who God is using in their life to create change, not only for themselves and for their family, but for the future, but for those who they will impact, for the people that will come into their life, for the nation that God will use to change lives, the international. God has a plan for you, and you have to grab it and go after it, because that is what God is wanting you to do. He's wanting you to go after your gifts, to utilize your gifts, to refine them, and to utilize them and get yourself out of the crush state you are in so that you can begin to make an impact not only on yourself and your family, but for those who you will make an impact who are yet to come, those in your community, those in your nation, and those internationally. Trust me, God has a great plan if you're wanting and willing to create that kind of change. So, are you willing? Are you wanting? What are you going to do? What is it that you are wanting to make an impact for? What is it that you are wanting to create? That's what you have to ask. You have to ask how you're going to do it. What are you going to do? And do it. And do it. And believe. Belief is very big. Believe in yourself. And that's really, really important. And when you believe in yourself and you believe that you can and you believe that you will, who can stop you? Only you, right? So that's all I have. So thank you for being on the call tonight. If you like what you heard, please share it with other people. You can visit my blog at chadallen.pro. And also, if you want to learn more about what I do as a business, please PM me or message me, and I'll get back with you as soon as possible. And if you just want to talk, want to share, whatever, no strings attached, you want to learn more about the mission I'm a part of, just ask, and I would be more than happy to get back with you and share with you what I do. So I thank you so much for your time, and I know you'll have a great night. Take care. See you tomorrow.